Yes, yes, the rumors are true. I have naturally curly hair. Welcome back to Friend everyone. I am so happy that you have stopped by. As you may have seen last week was our 25th video, which means our 25th week of doing Friendeavor videos, and I am still so grateful and so appreciative for every share, every like, every comment, every note of support, everything. It just means the world to me. This week we're getting back kind of to the root of where we started this whole journey from. At the beginning, you may remember how we talked about, are you trustworthy? Are you a person with characteristics that other people want to be around? That kind of stuff. So today we're gonna shift focus back to you as what you choose to do to be a friend and how you interact with people. I was vacillating back and forth on what to call this video because I wanted it to be an obvious title, but I didn't really know what to say. So hopefully the message is a little bit more clear if the title doesn't give you the full explanation. So I was originally going to title this video, Don't Allow Yourself to be Marginalized. But then I realized marginalized is a little bit of a big word, and I might need to break it down first. For my friends who do know what that word means, fantastic, I'm glad, but not everyone does, so I'm going to give you the definition. Marginalized is actually pretty simple. It's being treated as insignificant or on the periphery. Periphery is in your vision, what you can see over here. Even though I'm looking, my focus is here, I can see over here. So marginalized means that you're still in the picture, but you're on the outskirts of it and you're not in the focus. It's not really discussed, but I would say that the average opinion is if you're marginalized, it's because someone else has created you to be the outcast or has set you aside. Here's the secret. This is what I propose. I feel like people have the ability to marginalize or outcast themselves. It's not a popular opinion, but it's something that's not really discussed, and I would love to get some insight here on this channel that provides insight for such situations. My curly hair does not want to stay back. Anyways, one way that people are marginalized, whether that be in their commitments, in their friendships, in their family, is that they usually get offended or burned out or whatever it may be. If there's some trigger factor that causes this process to begin, and instead of maybe dealing with it how the Bible says to deal with it or how you would normally deal with it, you just kind of let it rest in you. You get offended at something that someone said, and so you decide, okay, I'm not dealing with that person anymore. Or you get burned out at what you're supposed to be doing because you didn't take a proper break. So what you do is you take a step back. Here's the focus of whatever your life is, and then you just decide, you know what, whatever that situation was, I don't like how it rubbed me the wrong way, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna come a little bit further out. So they separate themselves and they disconnect just a little bit. The problem with that is when it seems like you're just unplugging for a little bit, it can easily snowball. Snowball to the point where you are now no longer in the picture, and maybe you got offended this time and something that someone says in passing offends you again, and then it just goes and goes until you are no longer at what was your heartbeat, what was your focus, like what you loved, whatever it was, that thing that you prided yourself in. And you might be thinking of examples right now, whatever that was just like, that was you separated yourself from the focus, and then you did it again, and you allowed yourself to become marginalized even though you promised yourself you would never be that person, and you saw other people who this has happened to until suddenly you're out of the frame. Once you were the focus, now you're not even in it. How do we avoid this? Well, there's a few different ways. First of all, I would say get some solid conflict resolution skills under your belt, or just have the memory of a goldfish. Let things run off your back like a water off a duck's back. This is a lot of colloquialisms, a lot of sayings, but it's just a way to keep the main thing the main thing. Keep the focus where it should be. Let's say you are so passionate about your friend group and you've seen other friend groups fall apart, and you are not going to be that friend group that falls apart. Well, then one person breaks a coffee date. They just can't make it, and you don't like that they can't make it, and so you say, fine, I'm not scheduling the next one, and then no one gets around to scheduling it. Or you make a point to be like, okay, well, I'm not coming to their house because they didn't come to mine, and you are separating yourself, and you're separating yourself. It gets easier and easier and easier until that friend group that was so solid and so secure is now pretty much just friends on the friendship pyramid, let alone good friends or best friends. You have the power to make yourself not be an outcast. Develop some people skills, develop some communication skills. If you're thinking of outcast in the sense of, oh, society's got this hierarchy of socialites and I'll never be at the top, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you separating yourself from what you love, what you're passionate about, because of dumb stuff that you could not overcome. A little bit of harsh truth today, but it is kind of getting back to where we all started. Thank you so much for being a part of this Friendeavor journey. I really couldn't do it without you guys. I love you so much. Please make sure to follow us at Friendeavor on Instagram. More giveaways coming soon. We also launched a new thing this week called Friendship Friday, where we are shining a spotlight on these loving, healthy friendships from all across the country. If you're interested in being a part, DM us. I'd love to feature you. Just a few simple questions, share some friendship advice, whatever you have found works for you, and we'll get your picture up there and we'll get you tagged, and so you can share it with your friends and create an extension of the Friendeavor family. Don't forget, friendship is a journey. It's an endeavor. I will see you next time on Friendeavor.